It's a key weekend for China's economy and the country's economic plans. Eunice Yoon joins us right now with the details on that. Eunice, what's happening?
Well, Becky, the annual National People's Congress is going to be taking place and kicking off this Sunday. And this is a time when lawmakers discuss the blueprint for the year. It's going to start with the outgoing premier, Li Keqiang, delivering his work report where he's going to unveil the annual GDP growth target, which the expectation is probably going to be above 5%, possibly even as high as 6% after the post-COVID restrictions lifted. And the hope, of course, is that there's going to be a more of a recovery. Now, the big question, though, is exactly how much President Xi Jinping is going to exert his political control over economic policy making. The propensity that we've seen so far of President Xi and his men is that there's a preference for state and Communist Party intervention. And we are going to be learning who's going to be taking these top jobs. Now, for international investors, some of the familiar faces, such as the vice premier, for example, Liu He, who was negotiating the trade relationship with the U.S. Those familiar faces are all going to be out. And those who are going to be replacing them are likely going to be Xi proteges, in some cases having very little financial background. In addition to that, state media has flagged that there's going to be what they've described as a far-reaching reform plan, which is expected to entrench the Communist Party even more into state institutions, such as the central bank. So in the past, there was a little bit more power sharing, and now it looks like that potentially could reverse, which would be a big shift. And we're already starting to see which industries would be affected. Joe, there's not a whole lot of detail, but there's discussion that it would be the finance industry, it would be security, technology, and also in terms of security, it would be the police and intelligence ministries. So you would see party commissions taking on some of those responsibilities.